So let me give my thoughts on the Finalmouse Ultralight X and I go through some quick details of my first impressions of it and give you my opinion of what I think of it. If you're not sure, I'm Beardedbob, got over 230 gaming mice, well into modding them, taking them apart, as well as other gaming peripherals, so if you're into that kind of stuff, then stick around. This is where you expect that $180 mouse to be. I've got the Beast X now as well. We've also got the 8K Deluxe and loads of other mice to look at. I've got an absolute ton of them to look at now for the next, hopefully, month. We need to get through them all. So my first impressions of the Finalmouse Ultralight X. It's not all bad. I think this is certainly the best version of the Ultralight, or the Finalmouse, this version shape, Starlight 12, what you want to call it, the Ultralight X. This is the best version of it, but it's still got some problems. The side buttons are still sticking to this style, which I'm definitely not a fan of. There seems to be less rattle, we'll find out, I guess, in the teardown. They didn't colour code the cable, which we saw in the renders. That's a little bit disappointing, but they at least have colour coded the battery. Don't know why they didn't colour code the cable. Still getting hair collected on the bottom. Maybe they have changed that. Skates still suck. USB-C seems a little bit inside, I don't know. And there's definitely got some wobble on the mains. Beyond that, I'm not a fan of the encoder. It's a little bit, I don't know, maybe too clicky for me. Doesn't feel the best, and I don't like the mains in terms of the press. There's certainly a lot I don't like, but the pre-travel looks pretty decent on it. They've certainly tightened it up better than what was on their original Starlight 12. So we'll see how they've changed the design inside. Creak-wise, this one's definitely got a creak at the front. Only if you push right at the front though. Can you hear that? You get a little bit of flex, but my other one doesn't. I've got two versions, the other one doesn't do it, it's only this one, and the sides are pretty solid from this one. So you're not really going to do that, no one's going to grip it down here at the front unless you're going to weirdly fingertip it, but that's the only build quality issue I could find with it. Other than that, it's pretty solid. Given its weight, which I think is around 35, let's see. Oh, 38 grams, so what did they say it was 35 grams? Overall, I do like it. I like the shape, I like the weight. I don't like the skates. They're definitely snagging on my endgame gear mouse pad. I definitely have to sand the base, I think, or put some like Tiger Ice on it. I don't like the scroll wheel, like I said, but I actually like the scroll wheel, not the encoder. It's centered as well, so, and the buttons are okay. They're a little bit bushy for me. And a little bit of play in it, which doesn't bother me, but I know people will get a bit touchy over the metal wobble on it because it's quite a bit. So they need to fix that perhaps. But other than that, it's most certainly the best version of the Finalmouse Ultralight or Starlight 12 they've released. And I do like the medium shape actually. So yeah, they removed the DPI button, which I think's pretty good because it's a bit stiff anyway. And also I like the software with the new online version. That's certainly one of the better things that Finalmouse has done. Seems to be good. I've had no problems with it. I firmwared it. The software is very good. So finally, they are listening. So I don't want to slag off too much because I quite like this mouse to be fair, but it's definitely got some improvements. For the size of it, 30 grams, not bad.